Alright, we're back. Welcome to another video. We're going to be playing Spooky Night Boys again in Platinum Tier. Let's get going. See if we can rank up all the way to Diamond. Although I think I'm still a ways away. First opponent is Chang Yang. We are going second. Just kidding. We're going first. Opponent might be playing Numeron or some other going second deck. See if we can make them regret their choice here. Opponent has Max C. We can special summon this bad boy here from our hand. Likely just going to be making Verte if our opponent Max C's us. Opponent is done. Now this is what I said. He saw my other video where I talked about the Phantom Knights, and what people do when they see a summon 2 Phantom Knights is they surrender. And there you go, you saw it. You saw it right here. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Gotta take a look, see our opponent's deck, what they're up to. And we were right, it was Numerons. Opponent knew. Seeing Max C's here, but it probably was a Numeron wall. They knew that we were going to stop him summoning for the extra deck, so that's why he gave up. Alright, let's go on to the next game. See if our next opponent will give us more of a fight. Alright, let's go. Kagamucha Knight will special summon himself. Looks like our opponent doesn't got much going on. Alright, let's activate. Send this guy to the graveyard. Let us send a Phantom Knight to the graveyard. I think the best one to send is probably one of these, so we can special summon. Alright, and now let's do the combo. If our opponent hasn't seen it before. Assuming we don't mess it up. Cherubini. Activate. Now we send this to the graveyard. Cherubini increases attack points. And then this in the graveyard activates. You see, I know all these monsters so well. I know all their names. This one, that one. Sir activates. Now we can special summon Phantom Knight. Rusty. Good old Rusty boy, get in here. And this is going to activate and special summon Cherubini. Alright, and now we can Phantom Knight from hand here. And we can Phantom Knight from graveyard. Let's activate our Fog Blade. Fog Blade can special summon one of our Phantom Knights from the graveyard, and then our bad boy is going to activate as well. Now we can activate the Rusty. Rusty going to send the gloves, and we'll get the Phantom Knights Shade. We don't have any traps in graveyard, so we can activate this. Give ourselves an extra monster. And now we special summon Dagda. And now we're gonna make DPE. We could do an XC summon and then make DPE, but I think it's better just to make DPE. Let me know in the comments if I'm playing Phantom Knights wrong. Let's activate. This is gonna special summon, and if I'm correct, trigger our, there we go. Trigger our Dagda. Set the Scythe on field. Get us our DPE. Special summon him. And the great thing about this setup is that we can actually Scythe lock our opponent twice. So we're gonna end turn here. We could do more things from our graveyard, but I don't think it's necessary. So let's end the turn here. And then what we're gonna do is pop our own Scythe once our opponent. Hopefully our opponent doesn't kaiju us. We could toggle on and pop in upkeep, but I like to play life on the edge, you know? If our opponent has Kaiju, maybe they deserve it. Opponent is activating L Shaddoll Fusion. Alright. I don't know a lot about Shaddolls, but I'm hopeful that we can pop whatever he summons. Oh, wait. Oh, that's clever. He's getting around our Scythe Lock. Getting around our Scythe Lock. Well, he would have been able to get around it anyway because this is a quick effect. Scythe will not activate until this stack is finished resolving. So, let's let him summon. Toggled on here. Scythe Lock is not as ruthless as some of the other locks. Like a skill drain or a summon limit, I find are much more oppressive than a Scythe Lock. You got a lot of steps, a lot of hoops to jump through, and it's only for one turn as well. It's an L Shaddoll Construct. Construct sends a Shadow from deck to graveyard. And his Squamata is going to activate. Let's start by ashing. And then we'll pop this. Pop our Scythe. Yes, activate. And then our Scythe is going to activate at the end of this chain. If I'm correct. I'm assuming opponent is making a choice here. If Scythe didn't activate, I don't know why. During opponent's turn, if this set spell is destroyed, special summon it. See, maybe opponent has an optional effect. Oh, there we go. There's the Scythe. You gotta keep us in suspense. Ooh, opponent has a response. You have an Infirm? No. Okay. Opponent locked out of the extra deck. Alright, DP coming back. And our DPE should be able to pop. Do we want to special summon that? I don't think we need to. Opponent activating Sinister Shadow Game. Send a Shadow Call from deck to graveyard. Change any of your face down defense position Shadow monsters face up. So he's going to activate a flip effect here. What is your flip effect, opponent? Falco. Target a monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. In defense position face down. Alright. Oh, he's unbanishing our graveyard. Very clever, opponent. So we won't get our DPE back, but that's okay. We do not need DPE. Setting his construct back on the field and banishing our graveyard. That is quite clever. Played around the Scythe Lock quite well. We can special summon the Celestial. Might as well. When it declares an attack, we can target a face-up spell and destroy it, but I don't think we'll need that effect. I think what we're going to do here is make an access code. Ooh. Underworld Goddess. Underworld Goddess will negate face-up effect monsters and is unaffected by activated effects. Oh, this is so spicy. I almost want to do it, but I think the right choice is to access code here. Let's see, can we... Oh, that's so spicy. It's so spicy. Does this card have a destroy effect? No. I think we got to go for the access code. Even though that would be super spicy. Yeah. Alright. Maybe next time. Are we going to try and Scythe lock them again? I think we're going to try and win. So we'll use the Dagdo, give him some additional pop. Alright, Access-Code, get popping. Opponent got the Schism. Fusion summoning a Shaddoll monster. Now we still have the ability to make our... We still have the ability to make Underworld Goddess if our opponent does some shenanigans. We still got these two bad boys in hand we can summon. Make an Underworld Goddess. Steal our opponent's monsters. What are you fusion summoning, opponent? Let's see. It's an El Shaddoll Winda. Winda says... Oh my goodness. Our access code is gone. Winda says each player can only special summon a monster once per turn. Alright. Well, that is not ideal. So, if we special summon anything, we will not be able to do any more attacks. Well, we can... When this card is sent to the graveyard, target a Shaddoll on your graveyard add to your hand. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. So we can attack... What happened to our access code? He got banished? I don't actually know what happened to him. Then you can send to the graveyard one monster your opponent controls. I see. So access code, because he's dark type, was able to be sent to the graveyard. Okay. Alright. Alright, opponent. So we can go to combat and attack here. I think we should activate Rusty first, since we're not going to be summoning anything with him. Let's send Boots to the graveyard. And let's send Fogblade or rank up. Banish Dark Monster to the graveyard, special summon an Sea Monster. I think we want... Yeah, I think we want Fogblade probably. Let's get Fogblade on field. Alright. Now, let's destroy this monster and this monster. Leave him with the Shaddoll face down. We should be able to get rid of it another way. Alright. We gotta destroy this Winda here. Winda's gonna activate. Target a Shaddoll spell trap in the graveyard, add to hand. That's going to be the Shaddoll fusion. And what happens if we pop his face down? He gets a free send to the graveyard, which activates Shaddoll effects, so we don't really want to do that. We don't really want to do that yet. Let's just pop his monster, and we'll go May phase 2. And now we can summon freely. So we can special summon this bad boy. Special summon this bad boy. Make a Phantom Knight. Pop his spell here. I don't know if this matters. During the main phase... Oh yeah, we want to stop this. We don't want him to keep that. Alright, now our Phantom Knight can pop itself. Detach, detach. Doesn't matter, he's going to pop himself to pop the face down card. Activate. We get to special summon Phantom Knights from the graveyard. Get our Rusty. Get our Boots. Opponent's going to get their effect to send. Returning their Schism to hand. So what are we going to do now? We can make the Raider's Knight using our monsters here. I think that is what we want to do. We are running out of extra deck materials. And then we can rank up the Raider's Knight. Detach. Rank up. Into Arc Rebellion. And we can activate this, negate the other monster effects on field, and Arc Rebellion's attack will be boosted, so let's do that. And we can activate our Boots in Graveyard. That'll resummon our Rusty and give us the ability to do what? We don't have an XC monster, so I don't think that's necessary. I think we want to save those boys in the graveyard for later. We have a Fog Blade, so we already have a monster effect negation. Our Arc Rebellion Dragon's pretty big. Can't be destroyed by card effects. So let's just let our opponent have their turn here. See what they can do. Opponent gonna Shaddoll Fusion. Using monsters from his hand. And his last card is the Schism. So this beast is activated in the graveyard. Gonna let him loot. And the Squamata is gonna activate in the graveyard. Gonna send more Shadows to the graveyard. Now we could use the Fog Blade to negate the Shaddoll Winda, or we could use it to protect our Rusty from destruction. I don't think Rusty's doing a huge amount anymore, so probably makes the most sense to negate Shaddoll Winda from attacking. We'll see what else our opponent does before he goes to combat. Sending more Shaddoll cards. Drawing something. Alright. Gonna go to battle, opponent. Opponent goes to battle, we will negate the Shaddoll Winda. Alright, battle phase. Let's go. Get our negate on. Shaddoll Winda is negated. Alright, battle phase is stopped. What does opponent do now? Main phase 2. Linking away. Making a Verte. Gonna make DPE. DPE is not good against Arc Rebellion. This does send the window to the graveyard. Lets him add a Shaddoll spell back to the hand. We can pop, actually. Let's do it. We can pop, stop him from making DPE by special summoning to a zone of Rusty. We can get poppin'. Pop that Verte. Do we want him back on the field? Why not? Get him on the field. Get on the field. Torn Scales. So now opponent is running out of stuff. Oh wait, why is he negated? I actually do not know why he's negated. Why is he negated? Oh, this game is so confusing. Why is Rusty's effect negated? I don't know. I have no idea why his effect is negated. Oh, it's because of Arc Rebellion. Arc Rebellion permanently negates Rusty's effect. Ah, there we go. We solved. Okay, solved the mystery. Arc Rebellion's effect isn't just during your turn. He permanently negates all monsters in the field. Opponent is using our monsters for something. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Oh, he used Super Poly. Okay, he Super Polyed us into Starving Venom. Alright. I see. That was what I used the Verte for. I thought he was making DPE. Alright, well, we're in trouble now. We are in trouble. Not knowing how our deck works makes it a lot harder. This Fusion Destiny is a dead card. What do we got? We got Rusty. Rusty's effects is negated. We got a Phantom Knight's boots in a graveyard. Oh, we got this guy. Let's activate him. Opponent is able to fusion summon on our turn. So what do we want to send? Probably a Wings. Yeah, probably Wings. We're running out of material in our extra deck. What else do we have in here? I only have one Phantom Knight left. And what do we have left here? I can make a... yeah, okay. All our monsters being dark is actually super inconvenient. Because, well, we'll see. Our opponent may run out of stuff. We can make Raider's Knight and attack his Verte. That's not likely to get us anywhere. Opponent has Incarnation, Special Summoning Shaddoll, Special Summoning Winda. It's going to stop us from doing any more special summons. And because we're locked out of... yeah, because we're locked out of our extra deck and then special summoning anything at all, our turn is over. Alright. I think that's game. We can activate Rusty, but his effect's negated. We can't special summon. Not knowing how Shadow's work made that a lot harder. We got Ash, we got Max C. Pot of Greed, end your opponent's turn. Definitely a fair card, should definitely stay in the game. Alright, Virtual World. Our opponent is searching, I believe. Place a Virtual World card in your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. Then you can apply any of these effects. Are we able to Ash this? I wouldn't have thought we could Ash this. Oh, it's because one of the effects can send to the graveyard. Okay, well we'll Ash Blossom. And I think, yeah, we'll let him summon before we Max C. Get him to use some of his resources first. Opponent using Virtual World Gate. Banish this card from your graveyard out of Virtual World. Banish a Virtual World card from your graveyard, target face-up monster to negate its effects. Not sure what the purpose of that is. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. There we go. Now I understand. He's needed something to target to special summon his Virtual World card. Alright, get summoned an opponent. Give us a billion cards. Take that Maxi challenge. Maxi Part 2. Virtual World famously ends on VFD. True King of all calamities. Will stop us from summoning monsters or activating the effects of monsters. See if our opponent continues to summon. Looks like he's ending his turn. Probably the correct choice. Alright. We got some Phantom Knights here. Let's see if we can Phantom Knight. Special summon. Or Kagamucha Knight. Opponent is done. I see. Yeah, see? Alright. Max C. Drew us a card, ended our opponent's turn. Alright. Well, that is the problem with Phantom Knights, is when you start to win, opponents do not like it at all. We're going first again. Opponent probably playing Numerons. Whenever you get told to go first, it's usually because your opponent's trying to do brain dead Numeron things. Alright, let's go. We draw Scythe. We also draw Sir, which we never want to draw. Alright, let's summon Phantom Knights. Activate our E-Telly here. Special summon Psychic Wielder. Special summon Cherubini. Activate Cherubini. Send. Actually, sending Graph doesn't help us here. I think it's better to send something else. Maybe the gloves or the Phantom Knights. The Rusty. Yeah, or the Torn Scales. Yeah, let's send Torn Scales instead. Now we can activate his effective special summon. Special summon himself. Get a Rusty. Rusty gonna activate. We can send a Gloves to the graveyard. And we can send a, or set, a Phantom Knights extender on the field. Well, let's activate the Gloves. Gloves lets us send a Phantom Knight spell to the graveyard. So we can send this Fogblade. Phantom Knight is going to activate Torn Scales. Special summon himself. Can activate the effect of the Fogblade. Special summon our Cloak. And now, we don't need to make the Dagda. We can just go straight into DPE here. But I think what we want to do is make the, make this bad boy pop himself. So we get a Phantom Knight in the graveyard. A Phantom Knight XC monster in the graveyard. That'll let us pop with Rusty on future turns. Alright, and now let's make the DPE. And I don't think we need to do any more summoning, so we'll set this Scythe here. We'll activate our Verte. Opponent's still playing, so I'm guessing that means they think they got something. So we'll see. They think they got a way around this. I believe we can search for a Fogblade. Search for Phantom Knights. Card from your deck, add to your hand. Alright, we're going to search for a Fogblade here. Just kidding. We can only add monsters. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't need another Fogblade. Probably should have searched for Fogblade with Rusty. We got one Fogblade here. Let me just read this bad boy. I thought it said Phantom Knight card. You can banish card, add a Phantom Knight card from your deck to your hand, except Cloak. Is Fogblade not a Phantom Knight card? Phantom Knight's Fogblade. Alright, well, I don't understand why I couldn't search for Fogblade there. Tell me down in the comments. Alright, well, let's pass the opponent's turn. I definitely have two copies of Fogblade in the deck. I'm going straight to battle phase. Is this an evenly matched? It is. Alright, well, let's activate our DPE here. Evenly matched makes our opponent banish cards from their field face down. So, that's not great. We're going to try and keep Rusty. So DPE is going to pop himself. So we'll pop the Scythe and the DPE. We'll keep everything else. Or we'll keep Rusty and banish everything else. Banish this bad boy. Banish this bad boy. Scythe going to summon itself. DPE going to summon himself later. Lock our opponent out of the extra deck. See what our opponent likes about that. Opponent is probably reading Artifact Scythe if they haven't seen it before. Artifact Scythe, if you special summon it, if you destroy it and send it to the graveyard, it special summons itself. And if it's special summoned during your opponent's turn, they cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. So opponent is locked out. Don't see a lot of evenly matched. Curious what this could be. SR Omen. Cheap option. Opponent's playing Dragon Maids. Dragon Maids, I think summons fusion monsters from the extra deck, but they also have a bunch of Dragon Maids in their main deck. They're kind of semi-boss monsters. So let's see what our opponent does with them. Hospitality, special summoning Dragon Maid from the hand or graveyard. Going from the hand here, getting the kitchen Dragon Maid. Gonna special summon a level 8 Dragon Monster from the hand or graveyard. Locking the opponent out of the extra deck should stop them from getting anything super relevant. We'll see though. Their boss monster is a fusion monster, so they won't be able to make that right now. See if opponent knows what he's doing. He may not know that he's scythe locked, so he could just be confused trying to link off stuff. Opponent activating Return of Dragonlord. Gives him protection from DP once per turn for one time. Prevention of Banished. This card can't be destroyed by card effects while he controls a fusion monster. Quick effect, discard a card at the end of the battle phase. Alright. None of that stuff seems relevant. Let's get our DPE back. Let's summon the Phantom Knight. Activate our Rusty. Rusty gonna send. I think we'll send a. I believe that one's Boots. Gotta learn their names. Yep, this one's Boots. And we get to set a card on field. Let's set a Fogblade. Now I can set this, or I could just activate it. Not sure what I would name. Can't name Nibiru. Let's set it. Let's activate in our graveyard the Celestial. Draw 2 cards. Boot's gonna summon himself. We got lots of extra deck options here. Underworld Goddess always taunting me. I always want to summon Underworld Goddess, but it's always wrong. It's always the wrong thing to do. We need one more monster. One more monster and we can summon the Underworld Goddess. Alright, let's Phantom Knight here. Pop his cards on the field with Rusty. Rusty gonna pop. See if he chooses to negate this. He can with banishing the Dragon Lords from the graveyard. Yep, he's going for it. Alright, let's pop with our Phantom Knight. Detach Torn Scales here. Pop himself. Pop the dragon. Gonna activate. Special summon monsters from the graveyard. Let's summon 1 copy of Torn Scales, 1 copy of Boots. Opponent is done. I think we got him. Scythe luck getting someone. I think that's a good way to end it. Alright, good game, opponent. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give the channel subscribe. And I'll see you next time. At the end of the video, I'm going to pan through the whole deck list so you can take a whole look. Alright, have a good night.